Hello, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Saturday! You made it to your weekend. Congratulations on that. Welcome. I felt like being a gremlin today, so I didn't turn on any of my lights except for the cool ones, so we can have a little mood lighting. Kitty cat, you want to come up? It does mean that if anyone gets on the pet cam, it's going to be kind of haunted back there. Whoa. There we go. OTS Planner, thank you very much for the 53-month resub. Appreciate it. And Blasphemera with 66 months. Good morning and Merry Christmas. I really thought that was going to come out jollier. I think we need to wake. I didn't do my voice warm-ups today. Hi, kitty cat. Me, 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 me. Meow, 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 meow. Clearly work needed to be done. Today, I'm Hazel. Oh, Kitty, I'm so sorry. Oh, I think she fell. I mean, she's fine. She landed. She's a cat. But, sweetie, it's okay. I'm so sorry. You want to come back up? Maybe I moved too fast. Gosh. Come on up. Come on up, baby girl. I got you this time. I'll put your seatbelt on. It's over on the side, though. Watch out for the arm. It's over here. I think she wants back up. You know, round two. Jump. And, oh, there we go. Sorry about that, honey bear. How you doing? How you doing? You want to say hi? Hi, Miss Kira. Hello there, Hazel. Baby girl. Baby girl with the fast reflexes still. She was wandering into the kitchen this morning. She wanted something. And Moose was just like wanting so badly to interact with her, and he was just kind of sniffing her very gently, and she was just kind of like just trying to like dodge underneath it. She didn't like hiss or slap at him or anything, but she was just trying to get around the dog. He was just like, but I was so good. I just wanna get to know you. Aww, but he's accepted his fate. He is snoozed up on the couch in the living room right now. Today, we're on our last couple of days before a new patch comes out for retail. The Siren Island update is going to come out in another 3 days, so this stream and then tomorrow's stream are the last ones before that point. The actual Siren Island content, I would be lying if I said I was excited about, but maybe it'll pleasantly surprise me, you never know. But I think that at the very least, they've added meta achievements actually to the game for me to work on. We've known for a bit what they're going to entail, so some people have been working on them early, but I said I wanted to wait until they actually added them. Not so much because I thought they were going to change them, but just because I'm quite lazy and I thought maybe it'll be easier for me to keep track of stuff if it's actually like in the achievement thing. Friend level begrudgingly tolerant. I think that's a good way to put it. So, where I'm going with this is that Earbugs has approximately 2 more days of the limelight before I don't like his chances. Now, we don't have any plans, as far as I know, to moiter them, but we might start pulling a little more recklessly. You know, like we might start getting a little goofy, because realistically, I feel like the story's going to be over one way or another in a couple of days, and wouldn't it be fun if something happened? You know what I mean? That's where I'm at with hardcore. Wouldn't it be fun if something exciting happened? Not planning to find a giant cliff. I will still run predictions, under that caveat that we are planning to be kind of messy, but we don't have any actual disasters like scripted. Start a prediction. Now, how messy can I actually stand to be? I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out. It's just channel points anyway. Bet at your own risk. I should call Flabby, see if he's on. Do you think retail WoW has become too complicated? No, not for me. I kind of put blinders on to any systems that I feel like aren't relevant or that I don't want to engage in, and then it's less for me to learn. You don't have death plans, but does Flabby have some? I'm sure Flabby will have you covered. Speaking of Flabby, let me get Discord going. We are in 1,000 Needles. We are level 22. Oh, he's definitely on. Hang on. Sometimes Discord doesn't want to actually like launch, and I need to task manager kill it and then reboot it. So, one moment. How is everybody's winter weather? Here, it's not snowing or anything, but we're having a heck of a windstorm. Oh, you're stuck. You're stuck. Your paw's stuck. There you go. We're having a heck of a windstorm. It's been like blustering, gusting. Apparently there was a storm surge risk in the coastal areas closer to the water. I don't know. We were talking about this morning, and it was real windy. Oh, so hopefully we keep power, but at least here in the city, it seems to be pretty stable. I've lived here 3 years, and I think I've lost power for like once, where it was not just like a blink, but an actual like out for like an hour or more, and I think that was the only time it ever happened. Okay. Beep beep beep. Boop boop boop. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Welcome back. Did you just wake up?
Oh, just stretching,
Yeah, that's good. Recommend it. What is I was telling Stream about our new philosophy.
Yeah.
Of girls just want to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Where we're not scripting a death for ourselves or anything, but perhaps we're just kind of when we're confronted with one of those choices, like, oh, I don't know if we should try to do that quest yet or not.
Do it.
Yeah, depending on what it is. Like, I still don't think we should necessarily go do Gorenzo's orders in the cave, but like, I feel like you and I can probably go get Gagarok, no problem. Also, I didn't turn in a quest over here.
Sounds good to me.
Walk with the earth mother.
Okay.
Eternal sun shine.
Flappy goes all in on die and then kills you. Do you think War Within will conclude the WoW retail storyline? No. They definitely have more expansions planned. Here is Victoria, BC. I'm on the west coast of Canada on Vancouver Island. Actually, am I on the west coast of Canada? I'm off the west coast of Canada. I mean, it's still Canada and there's a coast, but, if somebody in Vancouver said they were on the west coast of Canada, I think they would be correct.
Is Vancouver the country and you're just the island?
Yes. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
We are ruled over by a sovereign beaver. I'm in peak homemade hot chocolate mode. Ooh, do you have any... Well, I was going to ask if you had any secret ingredients, but if they were secrets, you wouldn't tell me. Do you have any ingredients? Do you have any ingredients?
What?
Never mind.
I got some sugar the other day.
Yeah.
Like, what are you asking?
I want to say thank you to Bear Bakery for the 62-month resub. Stay safe, earbugs. I need some soul shards to make a health stone and to get a resummon ready for my pet.
I mean, do you really need a pet though? If we're
listen, there's reckless and then there's just plain stupid. That's silly. I don't know. Sometimes I just start a sentence like that and I see if anything crops up that I want, just to give me like some direction in my day. Nothing happened. I think I'm pretty content. I got a cat in my lap. I got some water. I got some sweaters. I went out yesterday to, shocking, a yoga class. Never done that before. Original, brand new idea. And I'd been having kind of like one of those brain days where you're just like stuck, like it's kind of hard to do things because you're just not like spiraling, but you're not unspiraling. But then I get out and I go, and it's like I took the bus down there, and I'm kind of walking through the city, and it's dark because it gets dark really early, and there's like all sorts of people in the different restaurants, and they're having their dinner, and there's like lights, and there's music, and then there's also like sirens and yelling people and all that good stuff. And I was thinking, this is such a live place. And then I went and I did the yoga class, and that was really good. And also I was very dead afterwards. I didn't have a whole lot left to give once I got to the end of that, and I had a bit of a trek to get home. But I was thinking about how different outside Hazel feels from inside Hazel. Like how like being home and in your comfort zone versus just like getting out of your house makes me feel like I'm a different person almost, that like I haven't seen since the last time that I went and did something like that. Do you ever feel like that?
Yeah, I definitely think outside flabbing is definitely different than inside flabbing. I don't know.
Mm.
You just feel like you have to be more, as bad as it sounds, put together outside, you know?
Are you implying that we are not perfectly put together at this exact moment?
Ooh, never. Nope, not us.
Oh, chocolate and milk. Oh. Finished up Pell Cycle Grat Saga. Thought you were gonna go with I want a house. I always want a house. That's generally true. Although, every time there's like weather that like they're talking about it ripping shingles off of houses, I'm like, is it good that I didn't buy it yet? But you can play that game all your whole darn life. But yeah, I find it's easier for outside Hazel to be present, and it's easier for her to do stuff. And kind of do stuff with like an open mind and without a lot of baggage and without a lot of I can't do this or I'll never do that or that's never going to work.
Mhm.
Which I think is just leading me to the conclusion that I really do need to get back on that idea of trying to like work out of coffee shops instead of here, because I'm really struggling to be productive at the desk, and it was going good for a few days and then it was going not so good, and I don't know. I'm almost like, I know that having like a commute and like an office job is not ideal, and a lot of people don't like it, and there's a lot of negative things about it that I benefit from not having to deal with. But there is something about just, I wonder if it's just like the practice of getting outside and navigating out of there like spikes
Mm.
your cortisol a little bit and kind of like stresses you out, but in a good way, just to kind of turn everything on. And if I never do that, then I'm just sleepy. you know? More aware of my surroundings outside. Going outside helps a lot. Changing perspective helps shake up my mental tunnel vision. But there's also sometimes when I'm outside, I'm like, I might not make it home. I don't know if this is a good idea. The bus stop was a little spooky, and I just got on the first bus that rolled up because I didn't really want to be there anymore. And then I was like, okay, which bus is this and where is it going? And most of them take me in a direction that I can kind of sort of make work, and this one I managed to get off of it in a place that was not a crazy walk from my house. It was a ways, or from like, home. Self-imposed structure is hard. Yeah. It can feel impossible, but of course once you've assumed that it's impossible, then it's going to be impossible. But like, I don't know. Depends on the day, how you're feeling. Whoa. There was a.
We're going in. We're going in.
We're going in. We're going right to. Well, not right to the back because we can like pull and stuff.
I mean, we're living dangerous, right?
Oh, these are gray mobs. These are gray
Oh,
mobs.
you pulled.
I pulled? Oh, wow. Oh, this is good. I can get a soul shard. I do like playing classic warlock. I wish that I liked retail warlock as much as I like classic warlock. I don't know what my problem is. I don't know what's wrong with me. As to like why I don't, Maybe I just need to try AF again. What do affliction locks do these days? Like, are they all right? Are they happy? Are they satisfied with their life choices? They can't heal. I Hazel Floyd here now. That's probably why. They aren't too happy till Tuesday, then they get a buff. Oh, one day to find out. I want a goblin, but I don't know what I want my goblin to be. Oh, he's an elite, huh? Also, is he nude? I mean, he's got a little crown thing on. What is going on here?
You ready?
Oh. He's an earthen. He's from the War Within. He just came back and we're moitering him.
The war within ourselves.
Yeah, the war. Oh wow, my dots are kind of falling off of him. Well, that was fine.
Woo.
Okay.
You want a hearth back?
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Miss a lot of things about Classic Lock, but not the cost of paying for spells and demon tomes. I think that if I was playing the character long term, I feel like eventually I would feel caught up with those things. But in hardcore, it can be a little stressful because everything seems so expensive at the moment, and you don't know if there's going to be a future. But, you know, if you were playing the character every day after school for like 7 years, I guess Classic would be over by then, but also you would have made the goal to kind of catch up with those sorts of costs. I'm going to make a health stone real quick. It's a minor health stone. For 100 life. How much life do I have? 600. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Can we get decent bracers?
Oh. Really? 1 stam. 2 intellect. Oh yeah, it's kind of like what I had before, except with 1 extra spear. Although, I had a stam enchanted in my old bracers from back when I was an enchanter.
I think you keep your old bracers then.
Yeah, I guess because it's like 1 stam versus 1 spirit. I should have checked to see if the other thing vendored for more. Oopsies.
Just gonna vendor some stuff and then gonna head north again.
Yeah. Should we do... We were doing alright doing kind of like some laps around that north area. Because I think that Windshear... Or not Windshear Crag. The other one. Where the burning is later. I don't know if it's burnt yet. Maybe it is. Anyway, that area I think is like even later. So I think Stone Talon Peak, which has dangerous alliance NPCs, right? Something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can I do for you?
Female orc NPCs always stand like they're working real hard on it. You know, like they've engaged all of the muscles. They're pushing their feet into the ground. They're standing. Proud orc. I'm not gonna cook the stag meat. I don't remember skinning anything, but I somehow had a stack of leather. I must have skinned something.
Really had it from the last time we played.
Yeah, that's probably true. What about the bracers? Did I vendor the bracers? I must have done. Alright, off and away. For the horde. Your past 2 streams had convinced me to try for that fell motorcycle, but I hadn't started anything yet, so I spent about 5 hours yesterday just to get the detective title. Well, congrats on your progress. I bet you the rest of it'll go faster. Bet on you living, but just in case, have you got any last words set? Ooh, true. What are some... I mean, my questie's probably going to overwrite them. Unless I put them on, like, a macro or something. Let's just go with that. I feel like I've seen this exact same stream before. Really? No, everyone is different. Everyone is a gem, a jewel. A special snowflake, never to be seen before and never to be seen again. And you were here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I think, what would you think it would take for me to actually get to 60 on hardcore? I would have to be into it off stream, I think.
2 anniversaries.
There's only so much hardcore I feel like I can get away with streaming. Especially once other stuff is going on that would be like more interesting. And we're still in like the fun levels. Like after 30, it really slows down.
Yeah, it's gonna slow down a lot more. But I really think we're this... I mean, we're not a low level, but like... We only play like... 2.5 hours whenever we do play.
Yeah.
Not even every day, yeah.
Yeah. We're probably like 7 or 8 hours a week. Special mount that transfers to retail. You should do it if you got a host for doing it. That would be like a really big sub goal. And I don't know. I think that it would mean more to me to get to 60 than to any of you. I don't know that any of you are particularly invested in it. I guess I can't speak for your feelings, but if you are invested in me getting to 60, then I've got some bad news. Well, maybe anyway. Hi, kitty. Oh, it just looks so stormy outside. It's nice having like the morning stuff done so I can just shut myself up in my apartment and drink tea and not be out there. Oh. We're getting into rear spawn territory.
When do you want to pick up Elden Ring?
Oh, jeez. I don't know if anyone wants that either. I think there'd be like 3 people that want that, and then everybody else would be like, what is this? What is this? Cranky woman dies repeatedly, refusing advice. Wow. That is also my plan for today. It's cold, but I picked up my snowboard from getting a tune-up, ready to go soon. Oh, that's exciting. That makes me realize I know nothing about snowboards, because my first thought was, how can you tune something up if it doesn't have an engine or wheels? Then I'm like, are you sure they don't have engines or wheels? And I'm like, yeah, because otherwise it would be just like a what do you call a jet ski, but like on the snow? A skidoo? Flavia, help me out here.
Which ones? People call it snow machine, people call it snowmobile.
Yeah, snowmobile! Thank you. Electric snowboard. Oh, there's a D. Want Elden Ring? Very nearly bought a PS5 a few days ago just for Elden Ring. You don't want to play it on the PC? Don't want to load it up on your computer? Oh, someone our age, someone our level has just died in Stone Town, and their last words were, "Think that's it." That's all she wrote. Means getting the board waxed and the edges sharpened. Oh. Rip, boy. I want to be comfy on the sofa. I'm over sitting at my desk. That's fair. I can understand that very much. That's my main reason for not having played more Satisfactory, is that it's... I was playing it on my couch, but it was like the worst ergonomics you've ever seen in your life. Because I was like laying down on the couch, right? So like sideways, like you do. But then with a controller, you can just kind of do this and you're fine. But Satisfactory is really like a keyboard and mouse kind of game. So I have like a little flimsy keyboard and mouse on the coffee table. So I was sideways with my arms out like a zombie. Terrible. Not so good. It makes your shoulders into cheese. Looks like he punched his last train ticket. Almost enough time to ruin a birthday party. I wonder if that person's also like writing their last words. It invites questions. Intrigue. You coming?
Hmm?
I'm just gonna
I was
go
checking
find
out my
some
eggs.
Oh, your eggs?
Yeah.
Huh?
I have a nest back there.
Oh, right. That's right. We had I took that screenshot last time. I'm glad you clarified. I was not about to understand.
Oh, you're about to triple pull.
Yeah. I mean, we did say we were going to be exciting. So I want to get all my dots on that one. And then I want to redot this one. I want to just kind of wand it to death. And then I'm going to heal my pet a little bit. I'm going to hit my own hellstone. And I'm going to drain life on this guy. Get my soul shard back so I can make another hellstone. And everything's okie dokie. Wasn't that fun? I'm saying that when you've probably done, like, I don't know, magic. Well, I guess obviously you're a mage. But, like,
Rule number 1, we never play with DPS meters.
Oh, hey, what are you trying to imply over here? Oh, don't get too spicy. Got 100k on the line. My channel points demand excitement. I only have one piece of Strider stew left. This has been real rough for cooking ingredients out here that I have the recipes for anyway. I don't know if we can learn how to cook stag meat. The spiders were definitely a bust.
Hold them in death.
45! Shamans, man. Time bombs, every last one of them.
Yep.
Nameplates in classic, a little weird. I've got a threat plates, I think, that I'm using. Although mine don't kick in until the minimum range. Which is pretty close. Don't resist. There we go. I had to cast that like 3 times. This is what I wanted to have as a playable race, was Dryads. Use tidy plates in classic. Much better.
A big healing potion.
Oh. Oh, we don't need any more deer. We got all our courser eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a botanist. What's he gonna do? Garden at us? Alright, tough crowd. I'll try harder. What else do I got?
What do you have against botanists?
Nothing. I'm very jealous. I like plants a lot. I think it's very fascinating how people can learn a lot about them. Pardon me. I wanted dryads ever since meeting my loon in Kato. I like the one from the Night Elf starting area. Tarandrella. She's a dryad. She was in classic, I think. Actually, maybe. Oh, well, I don't really remember. I thought so. She's definitely in Kato. She wants you to go in the spider cave, and she like runs around with you and everything.
Watch out, a botanist.
He's pulling out his hoe. Actually, you could do a lot of damage with a variety of gardening tools. Some of them have sharp edges, some of them are heavy. I was like browsing around for just gifts for gardeners, trying to like brainstorm things to get people. And there are some very high-end garden implements. I didn't realize this. You can get like garden shears or like special little shovels that are like, I don't know why they're so expensive, but you can spend a lot of money if you have a mind to on something like that. I would hope that if you did, it would like last a lifetime. It's kind of I always kind of figured as long as you can move the dirt around, you're gonna get the job done eventually. But maybe that just speaks to me not having gardened enough.
Would you ever use your new knife as shears?
No.
No?
My new knife is for fishies.
Oh.
Fishies. But I'll probably get to use it next summer in fishing season. Unless I catch like if I catch like a really big trout. I don't usually fillet trout. But if I caught a big enough trout, I would. Or like a winter salmon or something.
Holy.
I wonder if salmon season actually closes at any point. It might do. I mean, it must eventually, because if it can open, it must close. Otherwise, it's not a season. It's just... I'll pull him back.
Watch behind you. Actually, you're right.
Well, I mean, they do hit
You're
quite
right.
hard. Oh gosh. All right, here we go.
We're
No.
living-
All
we're
right. Okay,
gone.
I thought you were looking for another one. Listen, you're the one who said we had to AoE farm or else we were gonna fall behind. Oh, I managed to actually use all my mana. Something like a combine is expensive. In my mind, I never imagined gardening more than like my like 6 feet squared. I figure once your garden bed is bigger than what you can lie down in, somebody might want to bury you there.
Oh, this guy's at 27.
Ooh. Okay. He's resistant. I'm also out of mana, but the good news is that... Oh, my guy's almost dead, actually. But he's lost aggro on your chitin, so that's good. Good news is my wand doesn't damage. Let's see if I can get the runner down. Whoa! Oh, coffin cheese, run! Coffin cheese,
fine.
run!
I'm fine.
Oh.
This is how you want to live, right?
Well, I mean, there, I'm carrying a stam scroll. I'm gonna use it on myself. Eat my last shred of food.
Oh, jeez, run. BBM actually like did a voice line for me like low health warning, and I'm like, that's nice.
Oh man, I'm sending in. We're pulling again. Drain life drains a really pitiful amount of life. It's very sad. It's like not worth your time at this rank anyway. You're better off just killing the darn thing so it stops hitting you. What are your plans when you die? I don't know. Compost? Give me the mushrooms. Remember me! Be nice to cats and dogs and trees in my honor. Hazel, how was your day? Hi, Scarlet. It's going okay. I'm like still tired from yesterday. I did a yoga class yesterday evening, and then I was like really cozy and tired, and I like slept really good. But then I woke up this morning after what should have been enough sleep, and I was like, and then I started trying to move around and like walk and talk, and I'm like, nope, still tired. still a little out of breath.
We are approaching the Alliance.
Do you think they'll let us join?
We can go find out. Or if we RP walk there and, you know, just to show we come in peace, you know?
Yeah. It's such a baby in hardcore leveling. That's smart. Like, if you want to actually survive, that is the way to be. Trying out Fire Mage for attempt 2. Crazy how much less safe I feel on something that isn't a priest. Oh, hang on. I didn't skin this one. I need to get all the skins. Are you off the early morning? No, it's just different days of the— Hey! Oh! I thought we were friends. Different days. Different days of the week. I have a few early days and I have a few late days, and then I have a few days off. I can't believe you did that. I wasn't like paying enough attention, so I was like trying to skin it, being like, wait, why does it say this target is tapped? What happened? How could you? Oh, there's a sap beast. So we're killing most of what we need. Already. We only need more. Oh, we do need sap from these guys. Sap and then more of the whiskers from those cats. I have 2. How many do you have, whiskers?
I think I have 1.
Oh, wow. So those are really bad drop rate.
Oh, no, I have 2.
Okay.
But yeah, they are bad drop rate.
Right. Well, you know, this is a nice place to be. It's very scenic. I like forest and fairy dragons and gardeners to
What
kill.
if we RP as, you know, like the lumber company?
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Just clear cutting little bald patches on the beautiful mountains.
No, rot nuts.
Rest in peace, rot nuts. He should have eaten them while they were fresh. What are they doing with cat whiskers? Forest magic. Troll forest magic.
Oh, he got me.
I have a large slimy bone. These are the wrong kinds of sap beasts. You don't want the corrosive ones, you just want the regular sap beasts. I say as the person who pulled the corrosive one.
I feel like we have to kill these ones to get the other ones to spawn, though. You know.
There is a good one on the left. Actually, there's two good ones on the left.
Silver leaf. I'm an herbalist.
You should stash it in your bank in case. Well, I mean, I guess if we're... What if we start living dangerously and we live perfectly, but we just level faster? It's possible, right?
Yeah, it is.
Fortune favors the brave and the bold and the beautiful.
Yes.
Yes. We can play oozes in WoW. Every once in a blue moon, like maybe yearly, I'll have a weird dream about making an alt in WoW, which is kind of a weird thing to dream about in the first place. But I'll be on the character creation screen and I'll hit like another tab that tabs me over to another page of races. And some of them will be like races that are like definitely not even close to WoW races that you never see anybody play as because they're not WoW races. But I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm going to finally make one of these things. And it's always something like crazy, you know, like an ooze person or something like that. And then I like start leveling an alt of that, you know, hereto unforeseen race. And it's weird because, like, I don't have that dream very often, but I do have it. It like, keeps cropping back up. Let me be one of those chunky ooze guys from Maldraxxus. Not quite like an ooze from Maldraxxus, but you're right, there are ooze people in Maldraxxus, that is true. I'm just goo that hasn't gooped yet. You know, like, at a certain point, the meat suit will become runny. But I won't be worried about it because I won't be there anymore. I think the sap beasts are getting in my head. Don't you love, would you like do anything? I want to be one of the screaming mushroom NPCs. Oh yeah, and then you're like, what happened to me? How did I get this bruise, scrape, bump, etc.? I'm queen of random bruises, like, on my legs. And I'm pretty sure it's just that I'm walking into things and not even noticing. Either that or it's my dog. That one's corrosive. Smooth brained at times? Oh, for sure. The moose tail thwags. Yeah, shoddy balance and then skin the bruises if you look at it too hard. My balance has actually been getting better, which I didn't know was a thing that could happen. Not perfect, of course. And then one of the things that I'm being told is that it's going to be different day to day throughout my whole life. You're never going to get, like, always perfect at it. You'll have good balance days and off balance days, because it's like part of it's in, like, your actual muscles, and part of it's in your inner ear, and then part of it's in like your mind space and your state of mind. And you can train up the muscles, but the state of mind in particular is going to be kind of variable. You could play any creature in WoW as a playable character. A Dryad, we talked about this. We were talking about it just a little earlier, like Terrandrella. I want them as a playable race. Why'd we do that?
It's fun.
It was fun. I liked it. I would cry if we could be dryads. I was gonna say they could make centaurs for the male ones, but they have like male, like foresty dryad looking ones too. So, you know, have at it. Be a Valkyrie if we could be anything. You can be a Valkyrie. You just play a holy priest, get the Valkyrie glyph, and then die. Can be a Valkyrie for like 10 plus seconds. Be a Murloc. I do use that glyph. I've been meaning to do some kind of glyph for my Spirit of Redemption, but I never get around to it. Besides, I don't know if I would have enough extra emotional bandwidth to feel like, oh man, that's a really cool thing that I did when I see it. Because usually if I have, if I've gotten into my angel form, I'm usually racked with embarrassment over whatever it was that caused me to die. It's generally an angel of shame for me. So maybe that's why I've been resistant to glamming it up. Oh, so they're Sons of Cenarius, and they have tree pets. Here, can we pull them? And I say, can we, as I do so. I'm pulling them. Because we need them for our quest. We need 4 of them. Wow, my dots did not make very big headway. I just straight play a dragon. It is crazy that the game just announces a Holy Priest death. I mean, it's a really good ability. It has definitely saved some fights for us. However, yeah, it is kind of like a big beacon of like, wah, 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 look who bit it.
Just gonna make some more food and water real quick.
Okay. Hi, kitty. How you doing? Tears making some noises.
What are you most excited for Siren Island? Isle?
New meta achievements to work on.
Yeah, but like, what part of it, you know? What feature?
We're working on new meta achievements. I don't know. I'm gonna have to discover the rest of it in real time. I don't know what they're doing. Something about a ring that I'm not that excited about. I didn't like
that's
it.
Forbidden Reach.
Gosh, I
I'm
didn't
talking
like it
about
in the
Siren
Forbidden
Island.
Reach. I didn't really like the trinket thing in Mechagon. I'm good, you know, but whatever. We'll have to. Well, actually, I don't even know if I'll have to do it. It sounds like it's positioned like the Forbidden Reach ring, where it's gonna get outmoded in the next tier early, anyways. So like, maybe I can just not. Would like the snake people from Vol'dun. Some Sethrak. A lot of people wanted Sethrak because they wanted parity when they added Volpera, and Sethrak were kind of considered to be the opposite to Volpera. But what are you gonna do? Trying to get the Taming the World achievement, but stuck at 39 of 40. Help! Oh. Taming the World. Tamers. Oh. You might need to try another faction character. Something might be faction locked. Kind of want to resub for Plunder Store. Have some plunder fun. Shop at the Plunder Store. The phrase Plunder Store kind of feels like a little, I don't know. I feel like 1% violated. It's just something a little gross about it. I mean, it's funny. I like the I like the snappiness of it. But just want to level alts. Think we get an email from Siren Isle? That's all I'm excited for. Saw WoW had post saying the rain was garbage. Yeah. It's kind of a lose-lose. If they make it super good, then everybody's gonna be mad at, oh man, I have to come back and get this thing. And then I'm gonna have to wear it for all this time. But then if they don't make it very good, then it's not really, I don't know.
Why'd we even bother? You know?
Yeah, that's kind of my question. I'm gonna be a loot goblin running around taking treasure, running from others, and then throwing myself into the storm to deny it to others. Ah, yes. Remember the Plunder Storm battles of the forums of last year, whenever that was?
Gosh. Yeah.
People. Man. Yeah. A lot of feelings on all sides. And then some people that were just like munching popcorn being like, oh, people are heated.
Unpopular opinion, but frankly, it's a skill issue.
Yes. 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 You. I have no words for you. But I hope the cosmetics are cute. I hope they're at least a little different. I just want an excuse to like run around in there and do duos with you for like a week.
Get all the stuff and then
get all
bounce.
the stuff and be done. Yep. That sounds like fun. Don't worry, don't listen to Flavby, alright? Don't take anything he says seriously.
Oh no, for all purposes and everything, I was just trolling.
Yeah. He's
I know it was
trolling.
a very big point of disagreement between people. Yeah. Just poking fun at it.
What do you mean? Turbulent timelines will be fun, like the timely Buzzbee. I wish I liked time walking more. It seems like the kind, like I like that. I love a good grind for cosmetics. It's just the scaling, I think, that I don't mind like doing older content. I enjoy when they bring stuff back for the current Mythic Plus season. I don't know. Being scaled for some reason takes me out of it a little bit and it just makes everything feel wonky to me. I don't have any investment or engagement in how things are going or performance or anything like that, so it just feels like a huge waste of time. Yeah. Well, it just feels wonky. I just don't like it. Just like how they changed time walking to remove a lot of the OP time walking sits. You never know what you're gonna get. You know, like, they're still scaling in, like, the modern endgame as well. Which is a little weird, but for the most part, you know that if you're gearing and you're kind of using a guide to figure out what your stats you're going for and what your trinkets you want are, and, you know, you're getting your tier and stuff, you can generally feel like if you do those things, your numbers will go up proportionally. And, you know, like, you can kind of see where you land on DPS meters relative to other people at varying stages in their journey. And in time walking, it's just a bit, I don't know, somebody could come in and they're actually level like 31 and that happens to be really favorable for scaling, so they're crushing, but they have like two cookies and a cake. I don't know if I'm hungry or something. I think it messes with my internal, you know, like, reward for effort-o-meter. But that's okay. It's an optional system. It's not like anybody has to do a bunch of time walking. I just feel like I need to do at least enough of it to get most of the mounts. But I guess I don't need to, you know. The only thing that ever really, like, needed me to have a bunch of mounts was Mount Mania. And we did fine in that. And also that was optional too. So maybe I just need to take a huge chill pill. That's why I play tank. All I have to do is walk forward and not die. There's one rule.
By the way, you didn't get any whiskers from all that stuff?
I have I have 4 whiskers, actually.
Oh. Okay.
Whisker City. Had a weird experience where I was a 63 Fury Warrior doing 98% of the damage. Leveled part of the final boss, and it took like 3 minutes to kill. That's pretty silly. Went into a Dead Mines as a level 27 BM Hunter, did 60% of the overall. It's like some psycho came through this zone before you and shaved all these kitties' whiskers off.
You ready?
Yeah. It was like right before I adopted Miss Kira. I don't know if it was at like a foster home or what, but somebody had snipped her whiskers with scissors, which is a terrible thing to do to a cat. Like that, they need those. It doesn't hurt them to get them cut, but like they need them for sensing stuff, and it's just a terrible thing to do. I don't know how it happened. It's like, what happened to your whiskers, baby? They grew back, or like the new ones grew in eventually. How could this happen to Cat? Kira, don't listen. She's had lovely long whiskers ever since. Feels strange because I've never been good at following the written guides. I mean, they're quite long. I generally just jump to the given section that I'm specifically looking for advice in. So stat priority is good. The BIS list I usually just try to look at the trinkets for. I don't worry too much about the gear. I just look at what trinkets that I want. Or if it's for healing, I'll look at the questionably epic trinket list. And then when it comes to rotation, I will read that guide, but usually not until I've already played for a little bit to kind of figure out what I'm doing, so then I can figure out what I need to change. Because in the abstract, it's too hard to digest, I find. I did get my fell cycle. We did it yesterday on stream. Sometimes cats are with a fellow kitty roommate who will chew on their whiskers. Mm. Hers were like snipped straight off in like a line, like somebody took scissors and just went. I didn't know cats can chew on each other's whiskers. That's weird. Do dogs do that? I've seen moose meet a lot of friends. I've never seen anyone chew whiskers. It's getting kind of cold in here.
You have the heat on?
No. But I can turn on the toe oven. I've gotten really good at pressing the buttons with my foot. It was a kitten thing. We had one who thankfully grew out of it. Oh.
I'm gonna kill this Fey dragon behind us.
Okay. I don't know. It could have been like a small child who just thought they were giving the cat a cute haircut or something. They probably just didn't understand. Oh, I gave my Barbies haircuts with scissors. At least once. But I also chewed on their feet, so... Kids, you know. So you still need another whisker, so I'm going to keep pulling. There's lots of lovely cats here. That's good. You know, no stress for spawns or anything. Also, when you get a chance, can I get another arcane intellect buff, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Could you play WoW on a DDR pad? No. Look at me, I can barely play WoW with a keyboard. Barbie feet are a part of a nutritious diet. Stuck at the battle pet part, trying to level Spirogos.
We're getting a triple, not by choice.
The respawns are kind of fast, eh?
Yeah. I got the whisker.
That's more of a stuffed animal child, but I did have a couple of Barbies who I probably gave haircuts.
I'm getting out of here.
Alright. So we still need 2 more Sons of Cenarius.
And then slimes.
Slimes, yeah. Oh, found a cat. Oh no. That's okay. These Barbies as projectile weapons to throw at my brother. They used to make those little fairies that would spin and fly into the air. They had like a ripcord to make them twirl so that they would fly up. And I feel like that would have been the quintessential childhood ballistic tool. I don't know if I launched them at my sister though. I must have done. We didn't always get along as kids, but I don't know if we were violent about it. I think that our warfare was mainly through ignoring a lot of the silent treatment. Fairies who spun flew usually ended up on the roof. I don't think they do those anymore. I think someone decided they were dangerous and they were probably right. Nerf guns. Good question for your mother. I don't know. I don't know if I want to think about it. I like my sister very much now. Let's just enjoy that. let's not bring up past disagreements. Did we ever wage wars? Holy. How many Barbies were launched? I've been looking for good Christmas movies to watch. I think I've run out of them. I think I've watched all the good ones.
Die Hard?
I watched Die Hard last year. I don't know if I like it enough to do it every year.
Mm.
It was fine. I'm not a big action movie person. I would memorize where my brother had everything on his desk so that I could use his computer and put everything back in exactly the right spot so he wouldn't find out. Oh, I love it. Espionage. I'm pretty sure I would do that with like the kitchen so I could like sneak chocolate chips out of the pantry without getting caught. But apparently my mom always knew because she would go to use them and there would be like way less than there should have been in there. It's like, I wonder what happened. I have seen Close. I watched that one last year. That's the one that always gets recommended whenever you Google around for like what's the best Christmas movie on Netflix. Die Hard 2. I mean, I have a feeling it's still going to be an action movie. I don't know if they did Die Hard, Let's Get in Touch with Our Feelings. Although I haven't seen it, so I can't say one way or another. Finally saw the ads for Hot Santa. You mean Hot Frosty, or is there another, did they make a sequel already? They crank out another one. Hot Frosty. Yeah. It's about exactly what it says in the tin, which is what I was promised. I did finally make plans to go see Wicked. I bought tickets, so I am going to go on my weekend, which will be fun. Can't back out of it now. Best Christmas movie is Santa Jaws. Muppets Christmas Carol. This December feels like it's not like dragging on or anything, but I think actually decorating so early and getting my shopping done relatively early is now making the season feel longer. Because now I'm just like, well, it's not Christmas yet. When do I get to give everybody their things? Soon. Always soon. Never yet.
Oh, you love them.
That's exactly why I don't decorate early. Yeah. I have been enjoying the decorations. Moose looks so cute sleeping on his bed next to the Christmas tree because sometimes it looks a little bit like he's under the tree, like he's a big old present. And he's just so handsome. Oh, I could improve my drain life by 2%. Sure. Wait, actually, well, that's too late. It doesn't matter. I forgot I wasn't going into that tree, but I guess I am now. Do you ever read about the solar plexus and think it sounds like some kind of a lamp that you should be able to turn on?
What?
You know, it's like a center in your body, but like, you know, the word solar makes me think about lights, and it makes me think about skylights.
Mm-hmm.
And then Plexus kind of sounds like some sort of an Amazon product that you can automate to your home that'll sell your data to Bezos. So it seems like you could kind of like a skylight that you can kind of clap on, you know. Let's get the solar plexus going. Not just me. Right? Plastic plexus. Lexus must have done their marketing right, because no matter how old or beat up a Lexus is, I always think that's a luxury car when I see one. It could be from like the 80s. I don't even know if they're that old. They must be. It could have a hole in the roof, and I would be like, ooh, that's kind of fancy. You know, who drives Lexuses are rich people. While it's like rotting out in someone's driveway. Must have done something right. You know what it was actually? Is I had a relative that there was like somebody that was definitely wealthier and they had a Lexus. But if you were gonna ride in a Lexus, there was like rules for it because it was like nice or whatever. So no food, you know, no stickiness, which is tough when you're a child and that's your existence. I think that's probably where that came from. Because it's fancy. Hole in the roof? Sunroof. Yeah, exactly. It's weird looking at my buffs and not seeing a food buff. I feel kind of funny.
Are we done up here, or do you need something else? You need a slime, right, or something?
I need... Yes, one more Stone Talon sap. I don't think it's that strange for kids to read the encyclopedia for fun. It's learning. Lots of people did that. They had cute pictures and they had funny stories, and then you would be the source of fun facts to all the people. I see. I didn't realize he'd read the encyclopedia at age 3. That is very precocious. It's well done. Good job. It is 100% strange, I say, as someone that read it. Do you think that we all just, like, find each other? It's just, like, all of the encyclopedia reading people just gravitate to the same space of the universe. Used to read it all the time. P for Python. See, there you go. Yeah. Oh, I got a green.
27.5 silver. And of course you win it.
Listen, if you want to get stuff, you just have to roll higher numbers. That's all there is to it. Just get lucky. I
just don't understand.
Like hop on pop. Green eggs and ham. I think I liked green eggs and ham once so much that I tried to color eggs green. But thankfully with like food coloring and not with aging.
You're not in the art of aging eggs?
No, no 100-year eggs for me.
Oh, we're getting surrounded. We're surrounded behind you.
Oh!
Group them up.
Is
Group
it
them
the
up.
end?
Group them up.
I did.
I swear.
You're welcome. What would you do without me? We got a digital encyclopedia when we got our first family computer. That was an endless rabbit hole of wonder. What was the first thing you remember doing on the computer? There's a question. You know. I wouldn't say wholesome answers only, but clean answers only, please. Turning it on. Oregon Trail, Neopets, Number Cruncher. I remember watching an adult play like flight sims and war games and thinking that it looked very boring. Learning games, dress-up games, installing Netscape Navigator. I pressed a button, a thing with a bomb popped up saying I'd performed an illegal operation, and I cried thinking I was going to jail! Oh, buying a book to write a program to play a game. I got some of those. I remember I had to get help from my parents to install games to play them because it always you'd put the CD in and it was always like get help from your parents to install this. So I'd get an adult to come install it because I wasn't allowed to like okay files to be installed. And I always figured that something really bad would happen if I ever installed something without permission. So I always had supervised game installs. But then you could play them whenever you wanted if you're on the computer within your allotted computer hour.
Alright, now we head back.
Mm-hmm. Had to have an external floppy disk to boot the computer. We had an internal floppy drive, but I don't think... And we had like a bunch of floppy disks, but I don't think anything on them concerned me. First game was on the Sega Genesis. Only got a computer when I was older. Goodbye.
Of course.
Yes. Do you have something you'd like to say?
Rumble?
Bravo. Mom had boxes and boxes of 3.5-inch floppies with her clients' taxes on them. I don't know what was on ours. I want to say something like from my parents' time at college or something, but I don't know. I bought a vocab book to learn Mandarin and quickly realized my plan was flawed because I can't read signograms. I thought it was a great plan. You just needed a class. Or like a book that would go through them with you or something. I don't know. I feel like all of the early, not that early. I'm not ancient, but like the 90s era Mac computer sounds are very nostalgic for me because the computer lab at school had iMacs, like the colored plastic ones, because I think Apple like helped furnish schools with them, or the school bought them, but that doesn't track with what I knew. Anyway, we had the computer lab had Macs, and it was just a kind of a question of like how long can you get along with your task before your computer will no longer do the thing that you want, and then you get the teacher's help, but the teacher doesn't know how to do it either. I remember Kid Pix. The name rings a bell. My favorite one was when there was a Flash-based animation program, and they taught us how to animate like a bouncing ball. And I loved that. That was really cool. And then I wish we had more of it, but I don't think they taught any more of it, and I didn't learn anything else until much later. And I still don't really know very much. When I played Zoominis, that was one of my favorite games. A lot of what they had us do in computers was just typing. They just wanted to make sure we could type. So we had typing classes and typing tests, and they had like the typing game software and stuff.
You remember when we had like a very, very short type racer phase?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always fun. I can type fast enough to impress my parents, but not fast enough to impress nerds. It's pretty much where I'm at. I can type quickly enough that typing is not my bottleneck in productivity. It's everything else. I henpeck type. Lost in thought. Need to make words come out. Running a live stream. Live entertainment. What do I got? Come on, brain, spit something out.
So between the new patch, which is coming out
Mm-hmm.
next week, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is it next week?
Is 3 more days. So
3
yes.
more days?
Yeah, it should be Tuesday.
And Pal World coming out on the 23rd. How are you gonna fit all that in?
Oh, you're right. I forgot to budget Pal World time.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of a psychopathic game company launches a major patch 2 days before Christmas? I guess people have time off, actually.
Yeah, they're gonna be home.
Do you think there's like full-time Pal World creators that are like panicking? There must
Oh,
be.
no,
I've
my
never thought of
family.
this. When you find the time to breed your pals. Did they remove the pal balls? Are they, what are they, cubes now? Polyhedrons? No, you just summon them. Well, how do you capture them? That was a big part of how you learned how to catch them. The action is still there, there's just no ball graphic. But you had to aim it. It's a great question.
Maybe there's like a reticle or something.
The power of your mind. Can't I just throw Skittles at them until they like me? That's how I befriend dogs, but with beef liver instead. You just keep giving them snackies until they want to see you. That, you know how I get Moose to hang out in my office on this barren, empty, lonely pet cam? Is I just need to keep a little jar of treats on my desk. Why don't I do that?
Oh, that's smart.
Although he'd probably just come trick-or-treat and then leave. They come, they eat, they leave. They come, they eat, they leave.
When are you going crabbing?
I was just thinking that. I still have crab in my freezer. I need to make crab chowder. My mom said she
Crab
had a recipe for corn crab chowder, and I'm waiting for her to find it and send it to me. Because I'm too lazy to Google such a thing for myself.
I was gonna say you can just text her, can't you?
Yeah, but like...
You're like, hey, give me that crab chowder recipe.
what if
please.
she's busy? I don't want to annoy my own mother. She's done enough, you know? Mom recipes over all recipes. I'm kind of impressed we survived the peak. You know, there's a lot of cats up there.
I am listening. Hello.
Gonna vendor a bunch of stuff.
So that quest, Ordainus' head, that is like Ashen Veil. I don't know about all that. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna. Oh yeah, vendoring stuff. That's right. Do you take moose crabbing? I don't even feel good about taking people to that crabbing spot. It's dangerous getting out there. My dog would fall in the sea and be swept away to the United States. Oh. And he doesn't have a passport. Oh, I have 1 strider meat. But I would need an apple. If I was going to cook
Does
it
the
into stew.
innkeeper sell it?
Apples? I know that the one in Crossroads did.
For the Horde. What do you need?
Here, I'll go look.
Say,
Okay.
I'll let you know.
blood and thunder.
Blood and thunder.
No apples, just meat.
Okay, that's fine.
Go with honor.
Moose needs more crab friends. That would result in mooseward bound. You live life on the edge. A little bit. I have fallen in, not to the ocean, but I fell into a lake once, and I feel like that made me a little more careful when it comes to my
Walk with the
shore fishing and crabbing, footing and spots and stuff, but I don't know. If you think about it, yoga is just an investment in not falling into the ocean. You know, all of this work I'm doing to improve my strength and balance is going to pay off when I don't die by falling into the sea. Think of all of the extra taxes I can contribute to society in these extra bonus years of life. You know, they could like
What
fix
is-
a road or something.
Does balance help on slippery rocks?
Bad balance would be bad, you know.
True.
I don't think it's
Oh,
the
no,
only
that
thing
makes
you
me
need,
go
but I
up.
think it's probably important. You want to come back up? Oopsie daisy. Uppity catity. What? Yeah, there's a completely compelling argument to do yoga. Oh, man. Remember when you were a kid and you would do like a bridge pose kind of thing, you know, like you put your hands behind your head and then you like press up. And it was like not hard and you could just walk around like that because you're a child and you're bendy and
Mhm.
it's so much harder now. It's so much harder now. I never thought of that as being like a difficult thing to do, but now that I'm doing it again, it's like hard. It's hard from a strength perspective and a flexibility perspective. And I don't remember it requiring either when I was a baby. Please continue to not fall in. We don't know what the Fell Cyclaman's going to get in its future. It has some hidden function, but we don't know what that hidden function is. Like, for all we know, it's going to be something where you can just input a code and then it, like, you know, like, farts out some sparkles. And then that's it. Or maybe it's going to learn how to fly. We don't know. Because, yeah, there's 3 more orbs. Hi, kitty.
How funny would it be if, like, an auctioneer pops out?
That would be so funny. Flying, auctioneer, mailbox. Done.
Yeah.
That would be anticlimactic. Just got it yesterday. Sidecar. I don't care about a sidecar. If my friends don't have mounts, they can walk. They don't want me driving anyway.
Beep beep.
Urge. Woo, woo, woo. Honk, honk, honk. The last part's supposed to be fire. I don't know how to do fire crackling noises. Oh, I should put on the fireplace channel. I've been missing out. I think they have one on Netflix. My family used to put on like the cable one. And
Oh
my mom would
gosh.
literally sit in her chair, like knitting or whatever, and watch it. And then she would get excited whenever the hand would come out to like put in a log or something. Not trying to roast my mom here. Like, it was an
remember-
object of actual fascination.
Do you remember the Overwatch Twitch stream with Jeff sitting there in front of the fire, not saying anything?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are different times. It's a WoW one on YouTube, Witcher one on Netflix. Now I want to play it again. That's the kind of content I could make. Oh, hi, kitty. Hi. What are
The
you
cute
doing?
cat.
Yeah. I think she's trying to lay down, but she wants to lay down like on like my tummy, but I'm sitting up, so it's tough.
What if she wants the deer?
You want the deer? Oh dear.
Oh, actually, no, that's a nice moose you got on your shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. It's I think it's actually a gazelle. What are those animals that I like? I like the African ones with the stripies and then the big color blocking on them.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Okapis. I like the okapi. They're so cool looking. I don't know anything about them or their personality, but I think they're beautiful. Not a zebra. I would know it. All right, I would forget the name of a zebra, but let's not. Let's.
We're getting big shoulders here. Huge upgrade.
Huge upgrade. Oh,
Massive.
shoulders.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's got to RP first. He has like prisoners here.
Yep. He's dancing for them.
Oh!
Oh, oh my.
Oh my god. I actually kind of like the Windows feature where you have them do the Windows wallpaper. And then there's the button that's like, tell me about this picture. Because sometimes it'll show me an animal and I'm like, what is that? And then I can click on the thing and then it'll tell me what it is.
Pleases, man.
So much for the power of nature. Oh, jeez. Okay.
What you want? Stay away from them.
Voodoo mantle.
He's the hero we
Ooh.
needed.
Be seeing ya.
When is he gonna be a Hearthstone Battlegrounds hero? Oh, I got shoulders.
Woo!
They cover my bones. A little bit. They keep them dry from the rain. Wow, that was a long run.
Yeah.
However, nothing to do for it. On the road again.
Was that all the stuff we had to turn in?
I think so, yeah. I think the next
Really?
thing for us to
Just
do if we're staying
2?
here is...
Wow.
Yeah. The Elder Crone wants us to go back to Thunder Bluff. And then, yeah, it's just we're heading into the Harpy Valley. How many more days until Christmas? Where's the calendar in this game?
11? 12?
Do you do the advent calendar?
I do not. Do you?
No. I liked them a lot when I was a little kid, though.
Yeah. We did it when we were growing up and stuff.
If you were imagining your dream adult advent calendar, and let's be reasonable with what we're considering to be adult here.
Oh
Um,
man, a piece of jerky for every single day. You know, just different type of meat.
So, like, you start with, like, turkey and beef and, like, I don't know, pork.
Progressively, you know, just get more exotic. You know.
Oh. Oh. That's nice. Happy holidays. We've got a tiny different taxidermied bird in each window.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, jeez. Hazel, what did you ask Santa for this year? Oh, what did I ask Santa for? Nice warm sweater. Nice fluffy warm sweater. I have lots of sweaters, but that's because I love them. And they keep me warm when it's cold out. Wish I did one this year. Forgot about it. Did different samples of jam each day a couple years back. Trying to think of what I would want in mine. I'd say fishing lures, but it's just depressing thinking about how you're going to lose them to the drink. Bums me right out. What would I want lots of that are small? I was going to say jewelry. Precious gemstones. What am I, a magpie? Also,
Fragrances?
do I look like I'm wearing a lot of jewelry? How much jewelry do I think I need?
What about like tea bags?
Yeah. Bagged tea has limits. Really good tea is going to be loose leaf. And enough to
loose
fit in
leaf
like a
tea.
little advent calendar would be like a cup's worth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess like a tea sampler. That would be cute. I'm sure that's a thing. Stinkin' Stank, thank you for the 9-month resub. Don't die. Tea advent and a wine advent. Good way to sample new
We
teas.
do it.
I suppose so. David's tea. See, that's the thing though, is I'm picky about tea and I'm a big fat snob. So if they're selling me something and they're like, oh, this is our winterberry sugar fairy magic tea and it features juniper berries and cloves and, you know, the precious tears of a little fairy princess. And I'm like, none of that is tea. None of that is tea. You just made like dry juice is what you've done. And you charge somebody $35 for it. Where are we going, Flappy?
I was gonna ask you if you wanted to do Garenzo's orders.
Oh, God. No. I think we're actually safer in the Harpy place.
Well, yeah, but we're not trying to be safe.
Yeah. How would us regular folk be able to play WoW with you? You can't. Generally speaking, I don't do a lot of community things or viewer invites really. I sometimes, if I'm doing like a farming thing, will like post up groups for a rare or whatnot. And if you happen to be Alliance in North America and on at that moment, sometimes we do groups for that. But I don't do like a lot of events or stuff. I mostly play WoW the same way that I normally would. But yeah, I don't really like artificially flavored teas. They kind of offend me because I'm a Grinch, I guess. I don't mind it if they're flavored with, like, there's a couple of things, like a jasmine flavored tea I can get on board with, right? But like that, but I want it to be flavored with jasmine. I don't want just like, you know, artificial jasmine flavoring. I want things to be largely tea based. If it's an herbal tea, that's a bit different. But still, I want it to be like, you know, leaves and stuff. Make yourself. Thank you for the 32-month resub. Yarn sample advents, which is cute in theory, messy in practice. When I had my embroidery phase, I had this dream of having like a whole library of different like thread colors perfectly labeled, coiled, organized, and in like basically like fishing tackle boxes. So that I could easily locate and select the perfect color for a thing. And I think that dream lasted until I realized I had nothing to actually embroider. You know, like you can embroider things to hang on the walls. I know people embroider like tote bags and stuff, but I kind of had enough of them, and everybody in my life has enough of them too, so nobody needs me to embroider anything. Oh, can we get over the... Oh, there's a secret path! That's right, I forgot. I was gonna run all the way around like some kind of a sucker.
I'm gonna rebuff and drink.
Actually, you know what's funny is I've made a big stink about not liking artificially flavored teas, and I bet you some of the ones that I've said on stream that I like are. I bet you if you did a forensic deep dive into actually, Hazel, you said you enjoyed this one, and it contains green number 4050. Probably. I like buying big, like, 1-pound bags of, like, straight peppermint leaves or, like a gunpowder green tea just to have as, like a baseline thing, because it lasts you forever. Oh, for a moment, I misread your comment as unknown dragons flying around like they're showing on the news, and I thought there was just dragons flying through the sky for Christmas delivering gifts. I haven't spotted any. But I wonder if it's like a delivery thing. Because it's a big mail season. A lot of people getting packages delivered for the holidays. And I heard that there were some delivery places that were working on getting drone delivery, so maybe that's it. Dragons would be much cooler. I would be a little more amenable to a package being dropped off by a dragon than a drone. Maybe if they can dress the drone up, that'll help. Love bringing back different varieties of black tea from Fortune & Mason whenever I visit the UK. Really interesting stuff.
Careful out here.
They're huge, the government has no idea what they are, and the FBI is investigating. What if one part of the government knew, but they just, like, missed a memo or, like, didn't send one out, and then the other part of the government, like, didn't know, but then they didn't know who to ask, and they were just really disorganized. Or maybe it's a big mystery. I just like to imagine it's like a really bad office mishap. And then they went to the presses, and then the people that actually did it were like, wait, no, it's too late now. They're all over the world.
Gonna start killing stuff.
Okay. Oh, you guys can't see it. Miss Kira grabbed onto my wrist, and she's kind of like latched her claws into my sleeve, and then she's used it to pull my arm into her forehead to like hide her face in. And she's like sleeping like that. It's really cute. But she's just a little bit below camera level. I'm a leather thief. I don't know why I'm taking it. I'm pretty sure I have more gold than you.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah? How much gold do you have?
27.
27?
No. 420, actually.
Sick.
Nice, dude.
Nice, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I should let you have some leather.
Also, you're not. You don't want to do the seeds?
I am
Did you
getting
do
credit
the
when you do them.
Oh. Okay, okay, okay. I did not know that.
That's
So
pretty
you got
handy.
your 2 out of 10 there?
2 out of 10.
Okay.
Oh no. I'm cycloned.
Tiny war axe. 11 silver.
Oh. Oh. See, you do get lucky. The cyclone's almost got me killed. It's a very long stun. It's kind of an aggressive length of stun. This seems kind of cool, though. We got wind callers, ambushers, and the seeds. So we're making some progress here.
What spells do you get when we go back to Org?
Oh yeah. New rank of Drained Soul. New rank of Corruption. That's pretty big.
Ooh. Very nice.
I could sense demons, but I'm not going to worry about that. I have Kilrog, which I'm also probably not going to worry about. Drain mana is not really that important to me. There's a lot of stuff you can skip as a Warlock, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new rank of Corruption I should pick up whenever we do get a chance if we're going to do this, because that's a big part of my damage. Is spamming Holy Nova in a raid considered a good Holy Priest rotation? I suppose it depends on who you ask, and what the situation looks like. If you're sitting in a pack of like 25 mobs somehow, then probably. But for healing, not wildly so. I usually fire off 1 when I have the full stack of like it being increased, if I'm on top of a pile of people that need healing, and then I don't worry about it anymore. But I don't know if you're being serious or not. Want to get into drinking tea with meals? Caucasian food, think it would pair well. I like having tea with or just after a meal. I have some idea that it helps with digestion. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, that's a scary tree. And I don't even really want to find out, because if I think it does, then it doesn't do any harm. Then I don't see why not. Keep my placebo effect, you know? Found myself in a Holy Priest or an LFR raid, no idea what to do, and I like seeing lots of numbers. Oh. I don't play with like the pop-up numbers when I'm healing, because I find them very distracting. Not actionable information. Tea is comforting. Tea's nice and warm. I could do with a cup of tea. My fingers are kind of cold, but Kitty Cat's kind of got my hand. She's warm, but not as warm as Moose. Moose is like a space heater. Oh, I'm pulling it. I'm pulling it. It's level 27.
Lightning cloud. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
Did you like how I pulled my pet out of the lightning cloud?
Yeah, that was very good pet management.
Thank you. Got my wife touchscreen gloves that apparently allow you to use the phone when gloves are on. Yeah, those usually work fairly well. I've had those before. popular kind of stocking stuffer. I've been debating whether to replace my mitts because they're pretty chewed up. Quite literally, because I had a puppy. But, I don't know, they still, like, mostly work. I don't know if I want to get the same ones again or if I want to go for something different. And as long as I'm stuck in a decision, it seems easier just to keep the old ratty ones and keep wearing them. If your hands are warm, then not urgent, right? Now, there are some holes that allow the insulation to escape, like it's... Like, you know how, oh, God. I was gonna compare my gloves to a hernia. Because it's not like they're leaking stuffing in like a, oh, they're, you know, there's dust and particles coming off kind of way. You know, it's contained in like the glove equivalent of an intestinal lining. It just kind of goes blurp and like out of the hole, and then you have to like poke it back in. So not exactly like a hernia, but you know, if you had a hernia in an apocalypse, I guess. Just push it back in and get some duct tape and hope for the best. I hope get an extra pair if I see them on sale. That's very smart to shop seasonally like that when everything's on like clearance. Even when I was Christmas shopping, I was noticing a lot of the winter coats and stuff were already on clearance, I guess because winter's half over. Maybe you should replace your herniating gloves. It's the only way I buy any clothes. I'm a big fan of a clearance rack because sometimes you find treasures. Sometimes you find something that you had been eyeballing anyways. And you're like, I finally waited long enough. It's 60% off. Got a pair of nice heated mittens, heated vest and insoles.
There's a chest.
A chest? Where?
This way.
Okay. Oh, I see it.
It's your chest. I actually got the last one.
Oh. But I'm, wealthier than you.
So?
You know, we gotta toss you some bones so you can catch up. Listen, I never, ever, ever get to be richer than you. I'm enjoying this. This is a brand new experience for me. I'm gonna get this ambusher on the left because I'm gonna pull it anyway. Last night I was leveling my lockpicking on hardcore. And the rogue came in and started leveling his. We sat there and had a great conversation while just clicking all the boxes around us. Aw. It would never happen in retail. Yeah, nothing in retail really necessitates that you sit still long enough for that kind of thing to happen, even if somebody wanted to have an impromptu conversation. Adore moments like those. I like watching Flabby RP with strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll like engage people that are just walking by, and then every once in a blue moon somebody will engage back, and it's very fun.
Hey, go for it. Go in.
All right, I'm going. Yeah.
A box shield.
I got a gray item, some melon juice, stone, and a mushroom.
You're rich.
I am. You're right. Uh-oh.
What's up?
I could see it casting the enveloping winds, and I could see her looking right at me, and there wasn't a thing I could do about it. It's just, you know how, some people say that heart attacks are, like, the universe's way of making you take a vacation?
Yep.
No, I'm actually abandoning this. This is not a good idea.
I blinked out of it.
I think I was thinking of that alternate timeline episode of Friends where Phoebe works for Merrill Lynch as a stock trader and then has a heart attack and is still like working in her hotel room or hospital room. I think that's what I'm thinking of.
Ah.
Going through the Hallowfall questline again. Don't know why. Big fan. General Steel Strike. I don't quite recall that one. I was going to say they made some cool new characters for the War Within, but the only one I can really think of is the lady with the shield arm. It's the only one that actually comes to mind. Now, Mania time! She's the older lady general, commands the Arathi army. Aww. Challenges Farron a bit because she finds her too reckless. Shield arm lady. That's her name. That's right.
Lots of wool cloth from these guys.
Yeah. I have 6. I guess that's something. I don't, I got 1 Incendrite, but I don't remember fighting an elemental. Must have done. Read all the quest text to join character development. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people enjoyed that this time around.
Eerie tree coming. Oh no, the thing's gonna pull something else.
Alright, well, we got the tree.
We got 2.
Oh, geez, okay. My guy is a little on the low health side.
I blinked out.
I'm gonna try and summon a new one. Maybe I should have tried from a farther distance, but I appreciate the slow.
I think they're after me.
Okay. That just felt like the easiest way for him to get his health back.
I'm gonna root them and evocate. Oh. Oh.
Picked up The Witcher 3 because it's on mega sale. Never played it. The recent trailer for Witcher 4 got me curious. Nice. Yeah, scoring a really good deal on a game like that you know is like really well received and loved and that you've been meaning to play for a long time is really always a good feeling.
Yeah. I think I haven't played it yet. I bought The Witcher 3 like forever ago for like, I think it was like $1 or something like that.
$1?
Like $2? Yeah.
Wow.
It must have been like the summer sale.
That's a really good sale. I mean, I guess it's kind of an old game, but like that's a really good sale. Holy.
Yeah,
Cheapest
sometimes
way
they'll
to
pick up games that are just like, you know, within like the $1 to $3 range and just like never play them just to have them.
get-
If
Mhm.
it's like just like a crazy deal and like a lot of people have played them.
It's so funny because it sounds like it makes no sense because like if you never play it, then you're just donating $3 to the universe. But I get it, and like a lot of people do that. It's the idea that one day you might play it, you know?
Mhm.
And you actually might. I'm the one that never plays my backlog. I don't even know why I have a Steam library. Like, at least I stopped shopping. I realized that I was only going to play like the 6 games that I liked, and I just stopped buying new ones. I figure I'll buy a new game if it gets just incredible levels of love from people who I know have very similar taste to me, and they're still going back to it like 3 years after they first started telling me about it. That's when I know it's worth getting. Got my fell cycle done. Glad I'm done with that. Congratulations. She picked the hive mind and there's brains everywhere.
Brains. What's your favorite horror movie?
Horror?
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched any movies scary enough to count as a horror movie to you. I said I like Silence of the Lambs, and you were like, oh, it's not a horror movie. It's not even scary. If you're scared by that, you must be a little baby. Well. And, that's...
I am in your debt.
Oh, I didn't loot some stuff over here. And then we had that whole conversation about how he eats people.
Best.
Oh. What do you
Or do
get?
you want to loot it?
What do you get? No, you. I got the last one.
Mana potion, swift thistle, moss. How do you pronounce that last word?
I always say agate, but I don't know if that's correct.
I'm pretty sure it is.
People. This is really cozy. I'm falling asleep. So we did all the seeds. The Incendiarites I feel like are going to take us a really long time because those mobs are so few and far between.
I also feel like they're all at the very south of the Vale.
Maybe that's it. Is the Flying Purple People Eater movie and song Halloween? There's a movie? I thought there was just the song. I thought people used to just sing that about me when I was wearing too much purple. She's a one-eyed, one-armed flying purple people eater. There is a movie? Oh. You ever like think people are just goofy and there's like a thing that you thought was just a thing on its own and then you find out like years and years later that it was actually a reference and it wasn't just people being weird? I have that a fair amount. To the point that I'll start using references to media that I haven't even seen. Because I don't know that it's a reference to anything. I think it's just something people say. Ooh, these are danger.
Furious Stone Spirit. Why is its name like supersized?
That's how furious it is. You should just Google to see the monster. I don't know if I want to. It might ruin my lovely memories of thinking it's like a cute thing. I mean, I know you're saying it's kind of cute, but sometimes the things that people thought were kind of cute in the 80s were actually just terrifying. Oh, I don't know how I didn't aggro that one. Flew right by me. Learned a lot of movie TV references from watching the original seasons of The Simpsons.
An ambusher.
An ambusher. What about you? What's your favorite horror movie?
That's a hard one. As far as like good storyline or like scary.
I mean, that's the thing is for me, I don't understand the appeal of horror movies because scary doesn't sound like a desirable experience to me. But it must be a desirable experience to people, otherwise the whole concept would be just moot. What do you want to pull? Pulling these two?
Red one. Yeah.
What is it about horror films that Flabby likes so much? Yeah, Flabby. What's the appeal?
It's a little bit farther than a thriller, you know? Ooh, silk.
Ooh. But what's the benefit of going farther than a thriller? What do you gain?
The feeling, you know? Sometimes you just want to feel something.
Okay, okay. Do you feel that other movies don't make you feel enough? Do you watch them and feel empty?
Yeah, like Encanto. No, I'm kidding. I love that movie.
I cry. Invariably. Every time. I like a movie called Pumpkinhead a lot. It has Lance Hendrickson. Stupid name, good movie. It's like going on a good roller coaster. The excitement of it. Yeah, I'm just not built for it. I don't like those either. Encanto is great.
I wonder when my next Encanto rewatch is. It's coming up soon.
Yeah, I think so. I think you're due.
Yep. What's your favorite song from that movie?
Oh, I like, my favorite song?
Mhm.
There's a lot of good ones. I like the Pressure song about the strong sister. Because it's really catchy and because her, you know, like, everybody in that movie has a very relatable struggle, I feel like. Which is part of the magic of it. Is that it all feels a little bit real and a little bit familiar. There are apparently some memes recently because you know how Moana 2 came out? And the first Moana had songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. He even like did some singing for at least one of them. You can hear him in there. And they did Moana 2 recently where they had all of this like animation and like framework for a Moana like episodic TV show for Disney Plus, but then they realized they needed to have like they wanted to make a movie instead. So they kind of like convert things and patch it together. But they already had like the music that like they'd already done the music and like gotten the composers and stuff. So Lin didn't have a chance to do the second one. And apparently the songs in it are just really unmemorable. And there's memes of, he didn't actually say this, but there's like memes of people putting words in Lin-Manuel Miranda's mouth being like, it's not so easy, is it? Because everybody like, or not everybody, but some people clown on him for being oversaturated or like, I don't know. Because he is kind of everywhere, but like, it's really not just anybody can whip off like really memorable Disney movie music like that. I guess. I mean, I haven't seen Moana 2. I've heard that the kids really like it. It's doing well in the box office. But from an adult movie perspective, it doesn't have the same kind of power as the first one because there's not really the right stakes and the writing just doesn't really have any more room left for anybody to grow, really. But I haven't seen it, so I'm just parroting things that I've heard in reviews. Dangerous hobby. Had an Encanto rewatch because I'm teaching my fiance Spanish. I like using Encanto and Coco because they're re-recorded and not just dubbed. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Could not see why they needed a second one. I feel like it had to be a money thing because they were going to make a live action Moana. And maybe they still are, and that was going to be the big movie, but I don't know if it just wasn't going to be ready or if they realized that no one likes the live action remakes or what, but they needed a big blockbuster, and apparently it's working. It's making tons of money at the box office, so. Hi, kitty. What if it's live action Moana, but it's just another episode of Battlefish? Or Wicked Tuna. Not sure how I feel about live action Moana. Or Lilo and Stitch for that matter. The Lion King one was just weird. I don't want realistic CGI talking animals.
I didn't even bother with the Aladdin one.
The Aladdin one? The Aladdin one I actually liked a little better. Because, yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, Blue Will Smith is pretty cursed. And kind of upsetting because we all miss Robin Williams. But live action Aladdin didn't try too hard to be original Aladdin. It took kind of a different... It did a little bit of a different spin on it, kind of like Mulan did. So I felt like it at least tried a little bit to be its own movie. It's not a perfect movie or anything, but the Lion King one I felt to be just completely soulless. Like there was just no heart in it at all. It was just paint a movie by numbers
Yeah,
with a
you
lot of
liked
expensive CGI.
you liked the Mulan one, right?
Um,
I remember.
it's kind of a controversial take because there's some human rights issues with that movie. So
Mm.
it's I'm not proud of having liked it, but I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh, Slayer.
The only thing that really redeemed original, or not original, but like the live action Lion King for me was that I really love John Oliver. And they got him to voice the parrot. Really liked the live action Aladdin, TBH. Hard to disagree with Lion King. Oh. But I don't think that any live action adaptation is doomed to fail. I think it can be done very well. And the case in point for that one is that my favorite version of 101 Dalmatians is the live action one with Glenn Close.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's 101 Dalmatians. Like, I know there is an animated one. I don't care. I don't watch that one. Like that one just because of Glenn Close, right? I also really enjoy the scene at the beginning where his bike goes in the fountain. Just forgot about it. I have an exception to my own rule, apparently. Yeah, I thought Maleficent was alright. And again, it was kind of a case of it not trying to recreate frame for frame the first movie. Maleficent is basically like a retelling from a different perspective that more or less turns it into a different story. It is only very loosely related to Sleeping Beauty. The new Cruella I found to be kind of cheesy. I love Emma Stone, but I couldn't really mess with it. Officially a hypocrite. Adore Maleficent. I don't think that makes you a hypocrite. I haven't watched. I know they came out with a new live action Ariel, and I actually didn't watch it. And I don't know, therefore, whether or not I would have liked it. Maybe I should have given it a try. I just put it on while like cross stitch or something. But yeah, I prefer it when they try to be their own movies and not just recreate an older one. I don't really see a point in a faithful recreation that's just modern updated because it kind of devalues the first one almost. Like it's like what was wrong with this that you would just do it again in higher fidelity? Lost gems of Disney movies like Rescuers Down Under and Great Mouse Detectives. No one talks about them.
I like the Great Mouse Detective.
I'm 3 of 10 for these Incendiaries.
Yeah. Do you think you can protect me real quick?
Yeah, of course. Oh, it's 11 o'clock. I didn't realize.
I'm just gonna rebuff before I AFK real quick.
I just think that almost, and I know that art and fashion are very subjective, but basically any movie that I can think of seeing about like a fashion designer or like a fashion student or something involves that character wearing the most bananas things in like a in a way that doesn't work for me. I don't know. There must be some exceptions, but I guess I'm not sitting here as the end all be all on fashion in my old deer shirt. The only fashion sort of movie I can think of is Zoolander. Shouldn't really say anything. Hi, kitty. She's sleeping. I woke up at 5 because I could hear her licking her bowl, which means that she's hungry and there's no food in her bowl. And it's like the saddest thing. Like some cats would like come get you and meow at you, or just like, wah-bam, get me food. And not Kira. She'll just lick the bottom of the bowl, trying to will more food into it, which incidentally makes enough sound for me to want to get up and put food in the bowl.
So we are hunting harpies, yeah?
Yeah, we needed some rogue feathers and some slayers, and then incendrites.
I
along
feel
the
like
way.
we just kill any harpies.
Yeah. I mean, it's good for cloth. I'm up to 13 wool now. Ooh, they're high level though. But they're not like so dense. I don't think we're gonna get any quad pulls unless we like mean to, you know? Famous last words.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's 2 level 27 mobs. That's kind of a exciting pull. Yeah, look at my little, and I put a talent point into it too. My little health tree. It's so tiny. Here we go.
Oh, hold again.
Yeah, the caster aggro is kind of rough. Actually, I'm just gonna have my pet hang back. He's almost dead anyway. Oh, he's got aggro. Oh no, you got aggro now.
I'll take this.
Wow, it's chunking you. Oh, gotta get out of the cloud. I gotta get a new Void Walker. Mackie D died. Katie needs to lose weight, but food and treats make her so happy. My favorite thing for that is the food robot because it makes it not a you problem. You know, they're looking at you with those big boo-boo eyes and you're like, listen, you gotta talk to the robot. It'll give you more when it's time and it'll give you an exact amount and there's no arguing with the measurements, you know. It's a little more reliable and stable than people and our big feelings when faced with the big boo-boo eyes. Speaking of pets and begging for treats and stuff, my dog Moose likes lots of different things, you know, like I'll give him a little blueberry, I'll give him some carrot sticks, that kind of thing, you know. I've given him a lot of different things to try. And at one point earlier, I had given him banana and he decided he quite liked banana. So sometimes I would be eating a banana and then at the end I would give him a little piece. And, you know, it was nice. And recently I was eating a banana and he was sitting right in front of me, giving me the eyes. And I thought, all right. So I get to the end of it and I take off the end piece and I give it to him and he takes it and he takes it back to his bed. And then he's kind of like mouthing it and like nosing it around. And then I like go take a shower and I come back and this banana is still on his bed. And I'm like, what happened, buddy? I like put it in his bowl and then he takes it back to his bed and then he still doesn't eat it. And I'm like, okay, that's weird, but fine. Cause he like begged for it too. And then the next day it happened again. I was having another banana from the same bunch and he begged for a piece and I give him a piece. And he once again does not eat it. And I'm like, what, you changed your mind? Like, taste change or something? But then I realized what it was because like another couple, like 4 days or so go by. And now the bananas are getting much riper because I like my bananas to be a little underripe, like a little on the green side of things. Not like hard and crunchy, but you know, I like an underripe banana. And apparently Moose will only eat them if they are fully to overripe. He likes them when they're like sweet. And I like them when they're still when they got a little life in them. Because he very easily ate them ate a piece once it was much riper, but he won't eat it if it's underripe. And I thought it was funny that, cause like he's not picky really. He's a big dog. You know, he insists he's starving. So like why, what's with this? Clearly a bed now. Yeah, he just wanted to keep that one. Maybe he was waiting for it to ripen. That's funny. I was watching a YouTube video about a fitness creator who also happens to have a pig, like a house pig, and she did a video of like what her pig does during the day, and she like took it to the gym and everything. And And apparently the piggy likes to eat banana peel specifically. So like she can like kind of bribe him places by like trailing a piece of like a banana in front, but then she's just taking off bits of the peel and then giving him the peel. Dog doesn't like banana, give him a piece, he just carries it and then drops it later. Another news, Resto Druid is cool. You having a little Resto Druid era? Doing a little, casting a couple of rejuves? Vet and I agree that it's a matter of when and not if my cat will need a foreign body surgery because she ate something. Oh god. Does insurance consider that to be a pre-existing condition? Listen, this cat hasn't consumed anything dangerous, but like they're probably gonna. Your rates are gonna need to go up. Everyone agrees. That was my biggest fear with Moose when he was a baby, because he, for the first year of his life, would try to eat anything off the street. I had to pull a piece of tar out of his mouth, like a tar shingle. And he was trying to swallow it too. I don't know what he thought it was. Luckily, pet insurance rate's great because I'm in the industry. There you go. Meanwhile, Miss Kira won't eat fresh fish if I put it right in front of her. Glad he didn't. It was very stressful walking him for that first year because you needed constant vigilance of everything within like a 6-foot radius of him, or the things that were going to be within a 6-foot radius of him, to scan them for levels of moose attractiveness and to whether or not he was going to attempt to make a grab for it because he was fast. That was, I think, the thing that stressed me most when he was a puppy. It wasn't really like him getting into stuff and chewing things. That was fine. That was expected. It wasn't house training. He actually like was almost perfect. He only had a couple accidents. He did really good at that. It was the fear of him just eating a random piece of garbage at lightning speed. Glad he's gotten better. Me too. We can now walk places, and I no longer think he's gonna just eat something that's gonna hurt him. And he drops things if I ask him to, which is nice. The big danger now would be if there was something that was like food. Basically, I just need to keep him away from like a raisin bagel, because like something that's toxic to him that also presents as like food, because that's harder to get him to avoid. So as long as nobody's just like spreading cinnamon raisin toast on the sidewalk, I'll be okay. But you do have to keep an eye out. It's a city. Crazy stuff happens. Whoa, there's a rogue feather. As long as the beaver gets a stick. Crazy to think of the sound of a cat licking a bowl woke you up. No robbery will pass by you. I don't know. I might be just tuned into Kira radio. Kira sounds and Kira sounds only will awaken me. Because I sleep through earthquakes, no problem. Kitty goes through phases. Last week it was fridge magnets, and this week, drawstrings from pants. I saw a squirrel taking off with an entire bagel in its mouth the other day. Hilarious. I can only imagine. A bagel. I hope he just eats it and he doesn't try to stash it away for the winter. That thing's gonna grow some mold and draw the seagulls to his home. Alright there, thank you for the 65-month resub. Actually, I don't know if you have seagulls. Crows, maybe? Pull many harpies at the same time. Big damage opportunity. Lovely chance to pad. Welcome back. Glad to have you. Terrified of random bagels. Some people throw them out for the birds. Moose found and consumed one once, or at least he ate half of it, but it was thankfully a plain bagel. He found, and you know how he found it? Because I'm scanning for street bagels. Like, I'm prepared for this, but I wasn't prepared enough because he unearthed it from a pile of leaves. He was like sniffing a pile of leaves, and then he dives in and he comes out with a bagel. How was I supposed to account for that? Puppies are just unfair. There's no rules, man. And then one time somebody on a bike stopped by to warn me about a street up ahead that had like a pile of raw meat dumped on the sidewalk. And I was very appreciative of that warning because it meant that I could just steer clear altogether. It was like somebody had just like a bucket full of raw meat slops that they had just dumped on the sidewalk. And nobody really knew what or why or how, but it was probably good to not let my dog have any of it. And if we tried to walk by it, he probably would have gotten at least a little bit. I have a Hellstone, that's good. I haven't even really used my Hellstone yet. Actually, that's not true. I used one a little bit ago.
But you have the new health potions too. I completely replaced that on my action bar.
Oh, good idea, yeah. I've used so few health potions.
I don't think I've used any potions.
I don't think so either, actually, because if I really need something, I'll just hit my health stone, because I know that's renewable.
Mhm.
But yeah, you don't need...
I just know that, you know, if I
Respawn.
don't, then we get to play Power World.
I don't even know what's going on in Pal World anymore. What's the point of Pal World? I guess the point is just to get started. No possums. Raccoons. Many squirrels. Many outdoor cats. Sounds like you could be pulling bigger. I mean, if I could feed a health potion to my buddy here, he tends to get smoked.
Whoa.
Whoa. Ah, from behind. Oh, somebody else pulled it. That's nice of them.
Oh. The human priest.
Any good deaths in Deathlog lately? Not really.
Nope.
Nearly killed by the distracting animated emote. Better luck next time, kid. Do you see possums? I saw one once in Oregon and I was kind of horrified by how large and ugly it was. Very ugly.
Oh.
I'm not saying
How can you say
unlovable.
that?
I'm just saying ugly. It was objectively ugly. It was walking on a fence. I always figured they were small.
Oh, really?
Like squirrel sized. It was not squirrel
Oh,
sized.
no.
It was big. I was afraid. I was like gonna go in the yard and I saw it out there and I was like, I'm not going in the yard anymore. Possums are terrifying, hissing at everything, bloodshot eyes. This is the brown snake conversation all over again. She's got a flip. She's got a tan her other side. They aren't angry. They just open their mouth and hiss. They don't even bite. That creature's not angry. It's just spitting at you. It thinks that you look dry. Needs some moisturizer.
I'm behind you.
Whoa. Hello. Hello. How you doing? How are things? I hope you're having a lovely weekend.
Warlock's in trouble.
Oh yeah?
He feared one, but I think he's just gonna range the other one.
I'm
trying to
doing what
summon.
one should never do.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh, he ranged them. Okay. Helping's dangerous because I feel like you'll get in combat with everything they were in combat with and not just with the one that you were trying to help with.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I feel like we've lived here for 42 years.
Yes.
I still have lots of bag space though. I got 16 bag slots. Wish druids had an opossum farm in WoW. I think that oh. I was gonna say like a rabbit travel form would be kind of cute, but I wonder if they would be too small. Giant rabbit.
So like a hare?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a brown snake pet. It's very pretty. We like very much. Everybody agrees. Made a warlock of the PTR who got a voidwalker named Belgrave. Hellgrave fused with a European capital city. All that potential wasted on a PTR character. Whoa.
Man, I've had 3 resists in a row on my frostbolt, and this guy isn't even like orange.
Oh. Oh. Hang on. It's a good thing I've got another soul shard. My boy's dead. He got sent back to the void.
Oh, watch out.
I can't. There's loot over here. I need it. It was a sharp claw. Whatever would I do without it? Hey, Hazel. Hello, Spider. How are you doing? Everyone is allowed to be wrong. You're right. Level 24. 24. I'm a warlock. My friend is a mage.
Yep.
Today was supposed to be our... I mean, we have been a little more fast and loose, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, here's a burning destroyer. Oh no, it's gonna be tagged. Gosh, you only have 1 of 10 of those things. That's... I don't know about it. I don't... I don't think we can get that done in the next 40 minutes.
What do you mean?
Should we rotate around to the south end of the canyon? See if we can find more
there's
of them?
just higher level stuff there. Like, a lot of them are orange.
Doing good? Yeah, doing good. Can't complain. Feeling a little of the winter gloomies. It's very dark. It's kind of stormy out. It's messy in here because I haven't cleaned in a few days, and it like kind of needs doing. I've been kind of stuck in that thing of like, oh, I need to do something, but I don't want to do that thing. But that's the first thing that I need to do, so I can't do any of the other things until I do that one thing that I'm avoiding. So then I do nothing, and then everything gets more and more behind. I've been doing a bit of that.
You're spiraling.
Yes.
Problem?
Oh. It's a process leveling unless you do dungeons. Yeah.
You kill the Scorched Basilisk.
Oh, we could. You see the last words on this hunter that died at level 39? There's a mage out here in Dustwalla trying to AoE farm the murlocs I am at, and I'm stealing them.
But he died to a spider.
True, actually. Dark Mist Recluse. What if it's just a really reclusive Dark Mist Murloc, you know?
Yeah.
It's the Hermit Murloc. He doesn't get out much.
We found one. Oh, a mithril deposit. Is it mithril or mithril? What is it?
I don't know if I've ever in my life heard anybody make the sound you just made. Mithril?
Yeah. Meat.
I've only ever heard mithril. Maybe you've got like the old Tolkien pronunciation or something though.
Oh. Token to what? That's nice. I'm glad you like your Christmas gift. I think we're gonna open like one on Christmas Eve, but then everything else we're gonna wait for Christmas Day. Oh.
But my partner's actually got a birthday before Christmas, so.
Do you just combine them into like one thing?
No, there's a separate gift that is like designated as the birthday gift, but it's not really different enough in tone or theme to be distinguishable from the Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
But you know, it'll be a different day. What are you talking about? Are you going to get Dragonflight? I must be missing some context. Or you're from the past. One of those two things is true. Oh. I did buy Dragonflight. I played it for all the years it was here. I enjoyed it very much. I'm from the future and I can tell you it was a good expansion. Happy with it. It's Paladin all over again. Oh my god, do people say Paladin? Yo, invite that Paladin to the group.
Oh, we pulled.
That's a generous we. Thank you for that. Oh, it was only child me that said it that way. Oh, I thought you had like a guildie or something that like insisted. Thinking about getting Legion, would you recommend it? Yeah. Well, I don't know why. You know what? I have time. I can rectify these mistakes. It's not too late. Would I say it's my favorite? I don't really do favorites anymore. I don't have the internal ranking. I just like whatever's in front of me. I enjoyed Dragonflight. I'm enjoying the War Within. I liked Cataclysm. I had a lot of fun in Warlords of Draenor. Should start saying Paladin. Me pronouncing rations as radians as if they were cyber rats. Oh, I like that. We have a dog named Penelope, but everyone pronounces it Penelope. Aw. I mean, I just think Penny is a cute name for anything. What's one that gets people? Reagents versus reagents. People get into weird little nerd scuffles about that one. I think reagent is correct, but like, who has the time to be like making extra syllables out of vowels like that? You know, like... we got things to do.
Things to do, reagents to gather.
Mm.
Well, yeah.
Whoa. We got aggro. We got mail.
We got two.
Two? Okay.
What's behind you? Do you see it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you do.
It's yes.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. I need more soul shards, actually. Don't even get me started on Kansas versus Arkansas. I called it Arkansas for a long time. I thought that Arkansas was spelled like Warsaw, because that would have made more sense. Found that one a little upsetting as a kid. Used to hearing so many people with different accents that I don't think anything of varieties. Yeah, it's usually just a regional thing anyway.
You wanna wait around for a Slayer spawn and then we just we bounce? Because that's all we need, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that and 7 more incendiates. But I don't know if we should like stake our lives on it for 18 silver. Wolfcloud, I don't know if I've ever heard that. How on earth does that one work?
I don't know, let him out.
This is news to me as well.
You wanna kill the Storm Witch?
Yeah. Get some soul shard. Because I was thinking about using my healthstone in the last pull, but then I was like, I can't replace it.
You need to summon your guy.
What if I need to summon my guy? It is a phonetic spelling of the word fish that's used to demonstrate irregularities in English spelling and pronunciation. I just don't understand how.
Hello?
All of those letters can use the pronunciation in of the letter in fish, in English.
Hello? Hello?
Are you, hi, how you doing?
This is how we die.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it at all.
We did it.
I believe you, I just don't get it. Yeah, we equally. Oh, you're Hearth? We're Hearthing. We're out of here.
Yeah, that's all we needed. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm Hazel.
Are
Hazel
you out
into
of it?
games. A little bit. I never
Yeah.
take a break, but it's 11:30, so now I feel like I should just not do it.
You can.
My cat, she's on my lap. She's really warm and she's sleepy, and she fell off my chair earlier, and I feel kind of bad, so I want to let her sleep.
How'd she fall?
Well, I like moved the chair too fast, I think. I'll take the dive on that one. I think it was me. I want to know where I used a swiftness potion. I mean, I probably don't want to know, but I also do.
I feel like you accidentally clicked one when like we first got it or something.
Yeah, I must have done. She did land on her feet, that's true. Although I have seen enough funny cat compilations to know that they don't always land on their feet. I like cat videos, and sometimes I'll like go looking for funny cat videos, but when you are too vague about it, you'll get like these mega compilations that sometimes involve like just cats getting in accidents or trouble or like, I don't know, people laughing at them in ways that feel mean-hearted to me. Cork, thank you for the 43-month resub. Like there'll be a cat that's like hanging from a chandelier by one paw, and everybody's like, aha, you're so funny, you got yourself up there. And I'm like, someone help this cat. It's dangling 12 feet off the ground. My gosh. I love it when cats miss a jump and they just shake it off and walk away like nothing happened. I do love the like immediate post-embarrassment like lick of the paw, groom of the face. Like, nothing to see here. I'm cool. I'm casual. Oh, I didn't turn in my quest yet. Is it over here? It is.
Greetings. We shall meet again.
Blood Fury Ripper.
May the
So I guess there's a
eternal
quest boss.
guide.
Oh, I have another quest to turn in too. It's very... You didn't see that.
The winds guide you. Winds be at your back.
This is my first anniversary hardcore character. I did play hardcore the first time it came around, though. There's people here. There's somebody level 33 just died. It's definitely still going on. I think it's probably going to wind down soon-ish, though.
Yeah.
The people that were like really intense about it have finished leveling. And then everybody else is going to kind of fade out to other games at some point.
Be safe.
Oh, I could make a few things here.
You wanna go to org?
Yeah, we can get some class training and stuff.
Or is it faster to go to org or should we go to Mulgore?
Oh, Mulgore is closer. Hang on. We also have a quest to turn in there.
Sounds good.
But there's not going to be a warlock trainer for me, I don't think.
True. Let's go to org.
Yeah, Siren Owl's coming out on Tuesday. I haven't heard anybody excited for the new zone itself, but like, I think people are going to want to... Actually, I'm going to stop at... No, I'm just going to org. Excited for the new zone cosmetics. Still super popular. All the early main leveling areas are packed. I really thought that self-found was gonna make this section feel more dangerous. Because
What do you mean?
well, because last time I felt relatively safe-ish in this level bracket, but I was playing not self-found, so I was able to use the auction house, and I was buying greens, and I was buying crafted gear, and I was, you know, buying like flasks and stuff. But this time, you know, we're self-found, so everything we have is like either quest items or stuff that we've made ourselves. So theoretically, we're less strong than an equivalent level 24 non-self-found character, and I thought that difference was going to make it feel riskier, but so far it hasn't really kicked in. I think because we're a duo, maybe.
Yeah, it's because we have 2 people. Because we have 2 people.
Yeah. I'm not saying that I couldn't get earbugs killed, but I feel like if I wanted to die just for fun, I would just have to make a warrior and try to speed run to level 10.
Yeah.
Maybe that's tomorrow.
Just want to speed run like your level 10 warrior?
Yeah, well, I want to race.
Want to race?
Yeah. I want to race you. Dueling level 10 warrior speedrun. How are you doing this weekend? Doing alright. Not too bad so far. I had a real deep sleep last night for the first time in a while, which was nice. I had like an evening yoga class yesterday that really did it. That'd be fun. I think it would be fun. Something a little different. I don't know how we're going to keep track of Flabby's progress because he doesn't stream. Let me just take his word for it or something. Queen Pigeon, thank you very much for the 27-month resub. Happy holidays and New Year's. Happy holidays to you. Oh, is it almost time to start thinking about New Year's resolutions? Some people like doing big ones. Some people do little ones. Sometimes it's fun to just do like a really tiny one, you know? And maybe more realistic. But now I can't think of any examples. Moose and Kira both left. I miss them. Resolution to not lose all our current hardcore tunes. I almost want... I think that's why I want to do the warrior speed run, is I want a hardcore character of mine to die just so I can feel alive. You know, I need to remember the risk. I need to experience the consequences.
It's hard though.
Yeah. In what way? What do you mean?
It's hard to die.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In that way. I thought you meant like it's hard to like face the concept of death on a hardcore character and all your investment, but no, you're just too good. It's tough for you. Fades after the 3rd death. Just want to work on being as kind as I can possibly be. Just watch that clip of you dying. So long ago. I wonder who I'm going to be in another 5 years. Because 5 years ago, me, it's a little different, you know? What am I going to be in another 5? Am I going to be the same Hazel? Maybe. Maybe not. Only one way to find out, I guess, yeah. In 5 years, I'll be 37. That sounds like a good age. An evolved version. I have a feeling that if I'm still doing yoga in 5 years, it's going to be just as hard as it is now. Because if I've learned anything, it's that no matter how advanced you are, there's always something harder that's going to bring you right back down to size. Currently 38. 37 was cool. Challenge a solo account found to get every class to 60. Ooh, on hardcore? Or just like in I guess if 60 implies hardcore. I'm gonna go to the tailoring trainer. And I'm gonna go to the warlock trainer. And maybe the skinning trainer.
Oh.
No, I don't need any skinning training yet. I'm 170 of 225.
I don't think we need any tailoring trainer until we get to what is it, 125 or something, I think? Yeah, 125.
200 for me.
Speak, friend.
Oh no, hang on. You're right. Sorry, I was thinking of skinning.
Farewell.
I bought an apple. I went to the fruit vendor.
Oh yeah.
So I could make 2 more of the Strider stew. Oh, actually, that got my cooking to 90. That might actually be useful.
Very nice, very nice.
Older you get, less bendy you are. I don't know. I think that a lot of people get less bendy as they get older because they don't stretch as much. But also, I do know that, like, with a certain amount of age, your body does go through some changes, and you're going to lose some asanas that you had before. I've just seen some people that are fairly elderly and extremely flexible. I like to aspire to that. I want a new rank of corruption. I want to go buy the cooking trainer and see if I can learn anything new now.
Ooh.
I've been starving. My character's been running around all hungry and stuff. Earbugs needs to eat. Somebody feed Earbugs. I think that hardcore just kind of magnifies the joy of the fresh journey on a low-level character. You get to stay in that space for a lot longer, and I love that early game feeling.
What can I do for you?
Okay. I want Corruption 3. 30 silver. Gosh.
Farewell.
And then let's check out the tomes.
Strength. Valhalla.
I haven't even bothered with Imp Grimoires. Hang on, I don't remember what my Voidwalker knows. I need to check.
Oh, I got a kick.
You got a kick?
Mhm.
Oh, we're living now. Do you make any cool gear with tailoring?
Not
So I have torment.
really. I guess if I saved my stuff and I wasn't like worried about like leveling my tailoring over just making gear, I could make some stuff.
Taboo.
But I feel like I'm trying to get to the silk stuff.
Yeah. I got a new rank of sacrifice. And I just got suffering. 2-minute cooldown AoE taunt. I don't think he has the health. Don't even worry about my talent points. Don't even worry about them. But we've got corruption. Oh no.
What?
Oh no. So I just
What's up?
turned corruption rank 3, right?
Yep.
So I was all ready to like upgrade it. But I already had corruption rank 2, so I should have been using that this whole time. And I just went and moused over the corruption of my bars, and I still had corruption rank 1 on my bar.
Oh.
My corruption has
Oh,
been doing
no.
40 shadow damage over 12 seconds this whole time.
You're just trying to give the moms a chance, you know?
Oh man, apparently. Make it a fair fight. Woo! Also, I think I got turned around. I walked by the trainer. First self found? Must to get herb elk? No, you're gonna get health potions to drop. I would take your armor crafting profession and then whatever you need to supply it. So I have tailoring skinning. If you were leather, I would do leatherworking skinning, and if I was plate, I would do mining blacksmithing. Because being able to make armor pieces helps a lot. This is leatherworking. This is wrong. Yeah, I would do skinning leatherworking on a hunter. Saving mana. Intentional. Thank you. You're right.
So what are we doing next? Because like I don't think we're gonna kill that many flame elementals, right?
Not with that attitude.
Never die.
And then I remember seeing the elite harpy mob, and it's just like a one-time kill thing.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that, we're basically done with the zone. Besides going up that giant, what's it called? You know, in Windshire Crag to kill that
Yeah.
guy.
What can I help you with?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be like a needing a new zone kind of thing. We could do, we could look into Ashenvale, or we could maybe look into, what, Hillsbrad? Are we up there yet? Ooh, heavy woolen pants, actually, will be good for me. I can wear those. I had 1 spirit on, and these new ones will be 3 int and 6 spirit.
Well, yeah, a bunch of the Hillspread stuff is like 22, 24.
Plus, that's just like a cute place to be.
For the Horde.
Do you want to go there?
Yeah, but it's gonna. I don't know if I want to do it today. I think town's probably a good place because we only have another 15 minutes. It's gonna take us that long just to get out there, and I still need to go do some cooking, training, and
Speak, friend. Go forth to victory.
make these ones. Check on tailoring. I don't know. I kind of want to do the warrior thing tomorrow. It sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
Loktar.
And then I gotta check on my auctions on retail too. You know,
You got so much stuff you got to do.
I might make some gold. Well, I hope I might make some gold. I need it. Cooking. I was gonna see if there's any more cooking to learn. Beware the South Shore guards. That's what got me. Is there anything? I wonder if now, when we go back to Silverpine, if there's some South Silverpine quests that are more reasonable for us now that we're level 24. Because we were like 15 when we left there.
You come get the voodoo.
No more cooking
Bye
training.
bye now.
For the Horde.
It's because we didn't keep up with fishing.
Yeah.
So should we take the Zeppelin?
Yeah. But I thought you didn't want to do that. Yeah.
Oh. You're right.
Or do you want to go do? We can do that in like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get there.
Yeah, we'll take a little journey. Just wait for me, okay?
I'm going. Where are you?
I'm coming, but well, you know, you'll have to wait for me. I'm on my way. Was wondering Hazel's thoughts on that. Thoughts on death limits versus the timer for Mythic Plus. So I read the headline. I didn't read the contents. Is that the whole proposed change? Like instead of having a timer, just having a death limit? I don't know.
How do you factor in battle reses into that though?
Sug.
Oh no.
Down.
Oh, I went up the Flight Master Tower. Where do we catch a Zeppelin?
Outside of work. The front of work.
Oh, that's different from retail. I just climbed a big tower and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the boat now. And you can come pick me up. Beep, beep. 1 ticket.
Beep, beep.
I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I would reserve judgment until I had played it and seen how it played out, like in my groups and my life. I don't know if it's better or worse. I don't mind how it is now, but I guess I'm open-minded. What do you think, Flabby?
I really don't have an opinion on the matter. I don't know. I feel it's just because I don't understand how people are wanting the whole death thing to work that I don't think it's a good idea.
It sounds like it incentivizes not so much. It sounds like it would incentivize very slow, very careful play. Like there's no reason to do a big fun double pull and like pop a bunch of cooldowns and rinse it all down if you're gonna risk losing somebody, where you could just pull very carefully, very cautiously, 1 pack at a time and have a safer run that takes 70 minutes. I kind of don't like it based on that premise. But just because that's what it seems to incentivize doesn't mean that's what would actually happen for most groups. You know, it's like the Torghast thing where it's like, well, are you going to wait between pulls to lust because you can be in there as long as you want? And it's like, well, really only at the highest difficulty. Not if you don't need to. I think it would make it a little boring. But I don't know for sure. I'd have to play it and find out.
Yeah, I think I just don't know enough about what they would want to do with it, you know? to just not automatically think, oh, that sounds really boring. Like, there's what's the challenges just don't die, I guess.
Yeah. Because then it doesn't even matter how much damage you're doing, really, as long as you can, like, stop casts and stuff. You know? I think, yeah, it sounds kind of dull to me. Just because, like, when it's so exciting when you do kind of be like, all right, listen, you know what's going to really buy us some time in this run? Is we have these pulls, we know it's coming, we're saving our cooldowns for it, and we execute it well, and that's exciting. And it gives opportunities for DPS to pop off and have fun on the meters. And when there's no good reason for that anymore, like in terms of doing well at the key, I feel like you won't have those opportunities as much. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. What if a timer didn't get added until like +5? I mean, that's basically exactly what they tried to do when they reworked the difficulty levels, is they wanted Mythic Zeros, which don't have a timer, to kind of take the place of like 1 through 5s. That's why they like buffed the gear that you get from them and made them more difficult, is it was supposed to kind of fill that niche of like, here's a dungeon, it's challenging, it's going to offer good gear, it doesn't have a timer, that's where you should be. Be more forgiving for DC situations. True. Oh yeah, interesting idea. That seems like kind of a wacky thing to presume. That's like a lot of system. Never played a Mythic. They haven't made it any less inscrutable to me. Is it wrong to think that the previous rescaling didn't have much effect? It's all a 0 now. People can't see that progression anymore. Yeah, I don't know. Look at all these players waiting for the Zeppelin. DC was the first thing I thought of because my key group mostly has terrible internet. How do you feel about a pause where that like freezes characters in place? Not like like a usable, like a, oh, it would be abused though, wouldn't it? I was gonna say like a pause that like if somebody DCs or you can use one of them per dungeon, but it would be used in a gameplay way. But you know, your cooldowns would freeze. You couldn't move the character or do anything, obviously. But like being able to pause a chaotic pull to like think about it would be a huge advantage. So people would want to use it for that. So never mind. Bad idea.
Yeah, like after the second boss, you know, dies, a giant sphinx just comes out. You answer a riddle, and then you get one pause.
I'm just thinking to give like a DC a chance to log back on, or whatever. I think the problem is that people put pressure on themselves to do higher keys than they would like to do because it's the only way to get good gear. There's no way to do a slow, steady grind to get there. I mean, there could be a conversation to be had of like, should somebody who doesn't want to do the hardest content expect to get the best gear? What do they need it for? You know, like what defines success to any given player? Like we love talking about making our own ways of playing the game and putting our own levels of effort in and, you know, play to your schedule and play to your level of investment. But should you be able to get the same things as somebody that's doing more challenging content? You know, it's a conversation people have.
We all have the same subscription.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get people on both ends. You're going to get people calling other people entitled for expecting to get the best stuff, and then you're going to get people calling other people elitist for gatekeeping the best stuff.
Yeah.
And nobody wins. Pausing only outside of combat? Yeah, that could work. I think it would need to be out of combat, and I feel like I would need it to be at least a little bit limited. You know, so you can't just do it endlessly. man, classic. Happy to have delves. I'm glad people like delves. It seems to have been like a successful content path for a lot of people.
I still think delves are really cool too. I mean, just for like, you know, people who don't want a Mythic Plus and Raid, and you know, they have like their own vault track now and can not easily but reasonably, you know, get up to like heroic track gear
Yeah.
by doing delves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like a season and a seasonal boss, I guess, too. I think it's cool.
Interesting to think about for myself who wants to step back from Mythic Plus, but part of me doesn't want to let go of being a powerful player. I think I need to learn to let that go. Yeah, it's an interesting thing to think about, like where that comes from. Is it like a wanting to feel, is it like a wanting to feel like you have the identity to yourself of like, I'm good at or advanced at this game? Is it a social thing where you want to have that to show to others?
You want to log off in Brill so we don't have to do the elevator and stuff?
Yeah, that sounds good. Those people are just leaping. It's hardcore. I guess they know they're gonna live, but like, wow. I'm taking the stairs, man. You should follow. That would be quite something. Way to go. Yeah, I think the lobby zones are going to be a lot more populated. Stone Talon was starting to... I mean, there were people around, but like... I think that you definitely... A lot of the player base in hardcore is probably sub 20. I'd be curious to see what the percentages are of like living players at any given time. How many people are sub 20 versus over.
What is it? Victory for Sylvanas.
Okay. I think Earbugs can just stay here for the night. I don't see why not.
Yep.
I don't think there's anything else he needs. I'm trying to pick a room. This one's got 2 beds. I want a room with 1 bed. This one's got 1 bed. There's a bunch of people hanging out in here. Excuse me. I would like to. I've rented this room. Some privacy, please. Oh, hang on. Gotta try and get the head on the pillow. There he goes. Well, almost. Although I feel like if I actually do get my head on the pillow, it's gonna clip right through it. This is a very large bed for a little undead man. It's like twice as long as his body. Oh, no. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Are you sure you don't want to check out the elevator first? Oh, sir.
Alright, Hazel, I will catch you later. Maybe Warriors tomorrow?
Yeah, Warriors Tomorrow sounds really fun if you're down.
Yeah.
Alright, see ya.
Bye-bye.
Alright. And Earbugs, I think, is ready to log off. He's level 24 and a half. It's been good. Let me, yeah, I'll resolve the prediction because we're not going out or doing anything else dangerous. Choose outcome. Now he's a liver. He's a liver today. Tucking in bugs to go night-night. My bowl. I gotta come up with other things that we can bet on or use those for outside of just hardcore or like Hearthstone Battlegrounds. Oh, good night, earbugs. I don't know what kind of warriors we're gonna make tomorrow, but I think it's gonna be fun. I want to do something a little more fast-paced, but still in hardcore for like one last fun hardcore stream. He is now. Bedbugs, that's right. It is time for me to thank you guys very much for joining me today on this stream. I had a lovely time. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I hope the rest of it goes very smoothly. I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time. So see you around if you happen to stop by. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.